Good morning, Sully.
What's up, buddy? You've been we've allowed you to take your summer vacation. Did you get to squeeze in any road trips?
I did a lot of road trips, man.
Nice.
I went down to the beach in North Carolina with my folks for a week. I survived that. It was a blast. Saw some old friends back in Virginia. Went to Wildwood. Went all over, man. It was a great summer. I called it the summer of Trib, and that's exactly what it was. I got a lot of stuff done, saw a lot of places, and I also staggered my sleep schedule on Saturday morning, so it's a little bit easier for me to get up now. I've been training for the show, so
nice.
It's been a long off season, but I feel the work I put in is going to translate with my performance on this show this year.
Nice. It was kind of a who's who of South Jersey sports reporters out at Villanova last night.
Hey, you know what? I mean, it was pretty much the only game around. I know Hamilton did play Bridgeton last night. I beat them, I think, 23-0. But, yeah, there were a lot of people there. The who's who is correct, aside from me. There was a lot of people a lot of people were invested in that game because everybody wants to see what St. Aug's going to be this year. Obviously, they had a lot of changes in the off season, and people were interested to find out, what are the Hermits all about.
What was your impression of that squad, and what was kind of the mood on the sideline? Obviously, they knew they were up against a really tough opponent, one of the best teams in the Philadelphia area. So, what was your impression of the Hermits and how they reacted to playing that game?
Well, I don't think it was anything with the way they reacted necessarily. Malvern's quarterback threw, he completed, I think, 18 passes. 15 of them must have been slants, and the kid's got a really great arm, a Division I arm. He was precise. He was very good. I think the thing with St. Augustine is they should be pretty good, but we still don't really know that. I don't think they played their best last night. I think they played a very good team who had the game in hand in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. I think it's obviously a different cast. It's a new coach. And while I think there is credence to what Kevin said and what Mike said, that they should be okay, they should be fine, I think we still don't really know what they are, and I don't think we're going to know what any team is after the first week either. So it was, I thought the game, it really wasn't close, but, the team they played was excellent. There's no doubt. They, at their best, I think Malvern Prep would beat most of the teams in South Jersey.
What was your impression of quarterback Chris Allen? Obviously, here's a kid, a junior, coming in, making his first varsity start, and that's a lot to put on a kid's shoulder. Your first varsity starts at a college stadium at Villanova, going up against one of the best teams in the region. But he did pretty well, completed 18 passes, over 150 yards, a touchdown. So that's not a bad debut for a kid making his first varsity start.
Yeah, I thought they did a lot of things early to kind of get him in the flow and get his feet wet, specifically some swing passes, some little pop-out passes to Shamir Collins. And he did a nice job with those. I thought that there were a couple plays where he might have had a guy in the seam. It seemed like one or two of them, a defensive tackle or somebody pushed the line in the middle. He really couldn't step into his throw and floated it a little bit. He certainly got some size on him. I mean, the kid looks like he's 6'2". I don't know what they have him listed as. He's a little bit slight of frame, but you can tell he looks the part. The fact will be they've got to get the run game going in some way, shape, or form. That's what Lancetti was known for years at Hamilton. Granted, it's a much different scheme now. It's a little bit different way of doing it, but they can't ask this kid right now to go out and win games. They got to be able to be balanced. This is not, they're not in the situation Malvern is in where they could just chop up yards with the quarterback. And he might get to that point in time, but the run game was rather non-existent last night, and I think that put a lot of pressure on the kid.
Yeah, that's tough asking a rookie quarterback to go out there and throw the ball 25 times.
Well, when you're in the hole 13-0, the other team, your defense really is having a hard time getting off the field. There were a couple penalties, and I'm not one to pick on officials, but there were some toss-up calls that extended drives. They came at critical points. third downs, and it certainly hurt St. Aug, but the defense can't quite get off the field. You're down 13-0. I think they had one first down the first drive, maybe one second drive, and you're time's ticking down, man. The first half really went by fast, so it's tough if you are behind the eight ball and you can't get the run game going, and then you're just out there just kind of putting it all over the field. And that I think there was a little bit of that last night. With that game is the same way with the season. We're going to find out how St. Augustine reacts to being a little bit different quantity than before.
Talking with Mark Trible of the Courier-Post. Mark, you got to be excited about next Friday night, the season opener for most teams. And like we were talking about with Kevin Minnick of SJVarsity.com, a lot of great matchups going to be next week, and really a lot of outstanding teams in the South Jersey area when you're talking about teams like Lenape, Rancocas Valley, Cherry Hill West, Timber Creek, even teams like Williamstown looking to make a comeback from last year, Delsea Regional. So there's some really good football teams in the South Jersey area.
There are some great football teams in South Jersey, and this is the first year that since I've been here. I think this is my third year covering football, so it's not a lot, but this is the first year where I look at it and say, look, man, there might be 7 public schools that are the best team. I mean, Shawnee has a lot back. They were very good last year. Lenape has almost everybody back. They were great last year. Timber Creek, they lost a fair amount of starters, but Devin Leary is the best quarterback in New Jersey. And I feel confident saying that. Then, Rancocas Valley, Iverson Clement is a University of Florida commit. I mean, he's going to play running back there, or he's going to go there to play running back next year. So Millville, don't forget them. They bring everybody back. They won Group 5. Look at Vineland. Vineland beat Millville last year. Granted, it was Thanksgiving. Vineland brings everybody back. That's a loaded team also. Isaiah Pacheco, Naheem Anderson, those are 2 stars. First team All-South Jersey caliber kids. So you've got 7 or 8 teams here that could literally lay the claim right now. They're the best team in South Jersey, and we'll see which one is. But don't forget, too, we got 4 private schools who I think are pretty darn good, too. The last couple of years, we've known St. Aug was kind of head and shoulders above. But this year, look, Josh Lamotte and Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit should be very good. St. Joe should be very good. They have a great backfield, Townsville and Jada Byers, and a very solid defense, good on the lines. Then Camden Catholic. Camden Catholic didn't lose very many kids. The only game they lost last year was the playoffs. So, we don't even know who the best parochial school is.
Right.
We don't know who the best public school is, and we certainly don't know who the best team is. So it's kind of wide open this year. Last year was Prep and Timber Creek from the start, and that's how it ended. And so we're going to find out a lot about some teams that are very good, and it's not because of parity, and it's not because we don't really have somebody to take the flag and go out there and lead it. It's because these teams are so talented. They were junior heavy last year, a lot of them. So we're going to see some great football every week to see who the best team is.
Tell you what, Trible, man, your off-season training paid off. You brought your A game today.
Yeah, man, I've been lifting, I've been pumping iron, I've been, I've been working the keyboard, doing some extra reps on the keyboard, and
working the hand grips, get those hands strong.
Working the hand grips, practicing with my pronunciation guide. I'm really taking it serious, Sully. Anytime I'm on with you, man, it's always a blast, and I love doing it.
That's good, man. This is the varsity. This ain't a JV radio show.
Oh, this is not even varsity, man. This is like 50-year. This is like a 50-year prep school, man. This is beyond varsity.
Like the petty school?
Yeah, sure. Sure, man. It's like Fort Union Military Academy, baby. We're going in there. We're looking to get that full ride to top D1. We're not trying to just get in somewhere.
Good stuff, as always, Trible. We appreciate it, man. Enjoy the holiday weekend.
Sully, it's always wonderful talking with you, man. My best to Cole, and we'll be talking to you all season.
I expect to see this kind of effort every week out of you.
Hey, you got it, man. I'm going to go do jumping jacks now.
All right, have a good weekend, Mark.
Yeah, you too.
That's Mark Trible of the Courier-Post.